And the summit of the heads of state of the BRIC countries will be held in Rio de Janeiro next July. In preparations for this meeting, the foreign ministers of the member and associate countries are meeting in Brazil for 2 days of talks to discuss issues such as world conflicts, the climate crisis, and reform of the global governance system. Let's see the details with our correspondent, André Vieira.
Una a una fueron llegando las delegaciones de los países miembros de los BRICS.
One by one, the delegations of the member countries of the BRICS arrived for the first meeting of the bloc's foreign ministers under the presidency of Brazil. Some people watched the operation that changed the routine in downtown Rio de Janeiro with attention. The retired Antonio Tadeu wanted to send them a message to act in the search for diplomatic solutions to world conflicts, rather than to observe them.
They have an important role to play in finding resolutions to these conflicts that are no longer current, to cease the conflicts through dialogue. We ask for dialogue, but we know it is difficult.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Ethiopia, United Arab Emirates, Indonesia, Iran and Egypt participated in the first day of discussions. Saudi Arabia, which completes the list of 11 member countries, will join the expanded meeting with partner countries on Tuesday. The first moment of the debate was precisely to discuss global conflicts. The situation in Haiti, Sudan, Ukraine were present in the opening speech of the host foreign minister, who also rejected the Israeli genocide against Palestine.
The resumption of Israeli bombardment of Gaza and the continued obstruction of humanitarian aid are unacceptable. The collapse of the ceasefire announced on January 15th is deplorable. We urge the parties to fully comply with the terms of the agreement and work in good faith towards a permanent cessation of hostilities.
This Monday
was also dedicated to the debate on global governance reform. Among the items was the enlargement of the United Nations Security Council, where Brazil is one of the candidates for a permanent seat. This meeting of foreign ministers was preceded by a series of meetings of ministers and representatives of the countries with civil society. During the press conference held last week, the social movements supported President Lula da Silva's proposal to incorporate more countries into the BRICS.
He welcomed Chile and defended that Mexico and Colombia should also enter the BRICS. I believe that this statement will help to recover Venezuela's candidacy, because the entry of Venezuela into the BRICS will make it the controller of 90% of the world's oil reserves.
The meeting will end this Tuesday here in Rio de Janeiro when the 9 associate states of the BRICS will join the member countries for a unified moment of this meeting. It is expected that this meeting will result in a charter that will be signed by the heads of state next July when they will meet here in Rio de Janeiro during the BRICS summit.
André Vieira, TeleSUR, Brasil.